We spoke last week about France hosting a global biodiversity conference as President Macron visited the southern city of Marseille. Well, that meeting is still continuing, but the pace of negotiations has been criticised for being slow and lacking in ambition. One of the loudest voices calling for bolder action is the Worldwide Fund for Nature, and we can speak now to its global coordinator, Gavin Edwards. Well, thanks for joining us here on the programme. Well, these talks are billed as a once-in-a-decade opportunity to secure a deal that reverses the loss of nature. Where do you think it's going wrong?
People now understand that we have a crisis in nature. So I think the case has been made. It's now a matter of actually landing an agreement that will put the world on a trajectory towards becoming nature positive. That is going to require more political will from countries, more engagement of businesses and civil society contributing to and demanding action for change. Here in Marseille, we're seeing quite a positive mood, actually. People are really woken up to the fact that we have a nature crisis, just like we have a climate crisis, and that it is time for action. So I'm hopeful that coming out of Marseille, going into that global biodiversity framework negotiation in a few months' time, we'll be in shape to essentially land something that is ambitious, that will deal with the fact that we're losing too much nature, and that is harmful not only to nature, but to civilization, to human development as well.
Well, you're one of 100 organisations saying that, these talks and the ambitions are too slow. But surely is it not better to have sort of targets which are more realistic and attainable?
The Paris Climate Accord is very clear on climate change. 1.5 degrees Celsius is the upper safe limit for temperature. The same applies on nature as well. We have to focus on what the science is saying is necessary, that is the physical science, and then deal with the political science of how to get there and what is possible. And possibility is something that just requires more will. Basically, taking small steps is not going to cut it. We're going to lose fish in the oceans. We're going to potentially have more pandemics as well, which have their roots in nature loss. So there's a whole lot more to play for here. This is not the time for baby steps. This is the time for much bolder action for a nature positive world.